Comrades, you have heard already about the strange dream that I had last night. But I will come to the dream later. I have something else to say first. I do not think, comrades, that I shall be with you for many months longer. And before I die, I feel it my duty to pass on to you such wisdom as I have acquired. I have had a long life. I have had much time for thought. And I think I may say that I understand the nature of life on this earth, as well as any animal now living. It is about this that I wish to speak to you. Now, comrades, what is the nature of this life of ours? Let us face it, our lives are miserable, laborious, and short. We are born. We are given just so much food as will keep the breath in our bodies. Those of us who are capable of it are forced to work to the last atom of our strength. And the very instant that our usefulness has come to an end, we are slaughtered with hideous cruelty. No animal is free. The life of an animal is misery and slavery. That is the plain truth. But is this simply part of the order of nature? Is it because this land of ours is so poor that it cannot afford a decent life to those who dwell upon it? No, comrades. 1,000 times No. Why then do we continue in this miserable condition? Because nearly the whole of the produce of our labor is stolen from us by human beings. There, comrades, is the answer to all our problems. It is summed up in a single word. Man! Man is the only real enemy we have. Remove man from the scene, and the root cause of hunger and overwork is abolished forever. Man is the only creature that consumes without producing. He does not give milk. He does not lay eggs. He is too weak to pull the plow. He cannot run fast enough to catch rabbits. Yet, he is the Lord of all the animals. He sets them to work. He gives back to them the bare minimum that will prevent them from starving. And the rest he keeps for himself. Is it not crystal clear then, comrades, that all the evils of this life of ours spring from the tyranny of human beings? Only get rid of man, and the produce of labor would be our own. Almost overnight, we could become rich and free. What then must we do? Why, work night and day, body and soul, for the overthrow of the human race. That is my message to you, comrades. Revolution! I do not know when the revolution will come. It might be in a week or in 100 years, but I know that sooner or later, justice will be done. Fix your eyes on that, comrades, throughout the short remainder of your lives. And above all, pass on this message of mine to those who come after you, so that future generations shall carry on the struggle until it is victorious. And remember, comrades, your resolution must never falter. Never listen when they tell you that man and the animals have a common interest, that the prosperity of the one is the prosperity of the other. It is all lies. Man serves the interests of no creature except himself. And among us animals, let there be perfect unity, perfect comradeship in the struggle. All animals are comrades. I have little more to say. I merely repeat, remember always your duty of empathy towards man in all his ways. Whatever goes upon two legs is an enemy. Whatever goes upon 4 legs or has wings is a friend. And remember also that in fighting against man, we must not come to resemble him. Even when you have conquered him, do not adopt his vices. No animal must ever live in a house, or sleep in a bed, or wear clothes, or drink alcohol, or smoke tobacco, or touch money, or engage in trade. All the habits of man are evil. And above all, no animal must ever tyrannize over his own kind. Weak or strong, clever or simple, we are all brothers. No animal must ever kill any other animal. All animals are equal. And now, comrades, I will tell you about my dream last night. I cannot describe that dream to you. It was a dream of the earth, as it will be when man has been. But it reminded me of something that I had long forgotten. Many years ago, my mother used to sing an old song, of which she knew only the tune, in the first 3 words. I had known that tune in my infancy, but it had long since passed out of my mind. Last night, however, it came back to me in my dream. And what is more, the words of the song also came back. Words, I am certain, which were sung by animals of long ago and have been lost to memory for generations. I will sing you that song now, comrades. And once I have taught you the tune, you can sing it better for yourselves. It is called Beasts of England. For that day we all must labor, though we die before it rain. Cows and horses, geese and turkeys, all must toil for freedom's sake.
Beasts of England, beasts of Ireland, beasts of every land and clime, hearken well and spread my tidings of the golden future time.
3 nights later, old Major died peacefully in his sleep. During the next 3 months, there was much secret activity. The work of teaching and organizing everyone was done by the pigs, who were the cleverest of the animals. The 3 most important pigs were Snowball, Napoleon, and Squealer, who began to develop a system of thought based on what old Major had said. They called it animalism. And then there was Moses, the tame raven, who was Mr. Jones's special pet.
Yeah, hallelujah. Gather round, brothers and sisters. We are all gonna live on Sugar Candy Mountain. Up there, friends. Up there, just on the other side of the dark clouds, lies this Sugar Candy Mountain. It's that happy country where we poor animals shall rest forever from our labors. And after we die, I say, after we die, if we're gonna live that long, where is Sunday 7 days a week, clover's in season all year long, and lump sugar and linseed cake grow on the hedges.
And of late, Mr. Jones had taken to drinking more than was good for him, so that he sat all day in his chair in the kitchen, reading the newspaper and neglecting the animals.
to be called Animal Silence for Comrades Noble!
Good man, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Amazing. He's a good boy. Moses, no sugar candy mountain. Comrades! During the past 3 months, we have taught ourselves to read and write, and have succeeded in reducing the principles of animalism to 7 commandments, which from now on will form the law by which we all shall live. The 7 commandments are as follows. Whatever goes upon 2 legs is an enemy.
Whatever goes upon 2 legs is an enemy.
Whatever goes upon 4 legs or has wings is a friend.
Whatever goes upon 4 legs or has wings is a friend.
No animal shall wear clothes.
No animal shall wear clothes.
No animal shall sleep in a bed.
No animal shall sleep in a bed.
No animal shall drink alcohol.
No animal shall drink alcohol.
No animal shall kill any other animal.
No animal shall kill any other animal.
All animals are equal.
All animals are equal.
Now, comrades, to the hayfield. Let us make it a point of honor to get the harvest more quickly than Jones and his men could.
What's going to happen to all the milk? Jones used to mix some of it in our food.
Never mind the milk, comrades. That will be tended to. The harvest is more important. Comrade Boxer will lead the way. I shall follow in a few minutes. Forward, comrades!
Forward, Molly!
So the animals trooped down to the hayfield to begin the harvest. And when Molly came back in the evening,
Where's the milk gone?
Molly, the white mare who drew Mr. Jones's trap.
Will there still be sugar now that the revolution has happened?
No! We have no means of making sugar on this farm. Besides, you do not need sugar. You'll have all the oats and hay you want.
Shall I still be allowed to wear pretty ribbons?
Comrade, those ribbons you were devoted to are the badge of slavery. Can you not understand that liberty is worth more than ribbons?
But can't I keep this pretty blue one I found in the farmhouse?
Ribbons should be considered as clothes. So the mark of a human being.
I will work hard. I will work hard.
Boxer, think hard. His personal motto.
Will work hard. I will work hard. Will work.
What's happened to all the milk? And what's going to happen to all the apples from the orchard that you said were for your use only?
Squealer!
Comrades, you do not imagine, I hope, that we pigs are doing this in a spirit of selfishness and privilege. Many of us actually dislike milk and apples. I dislike them myself. Our sole object in taking these things is to preserve our health. Oh, God. Milk and apples. This has been proved by science comrade, contain substances absolutely necessary for the well-being of a pig. We pigs are brain workers. The whole management and organization of this farm depends on us. Day and night, we are watching over your welfare. It is for your sake that we drink the milk and eat the apples. Oh. Oh. Do you know what would happen if we pigs failed in our duties? Jones would come back. Surely, comrade, surely. There is no one among you who would want Jones to come back.
What happened at the meeting?
Why weren't you there?
I was working hard at getting the harvest in and forgot about the meeting. Didn't realize you had all gone.
Well, that's a pity. You'll just have to try and be on time in the future.
Ollie! Clover, the mayor, Boxer's workmate.
Tell me what happened. The covered acquaintance speak.
No, Squealer did.
And what did he say? Oh, please, you must tell me.
Molly asked about the milk and apples, which the pigs are keeping for themselves.
And the lumps of sugar in the farmhouse.
And Squealer said that the pigs need those things to help them run the farm better.
Is that true?
No, of course it isn't. It's absolute rubbish.
So really, is that true what Wheeler said?
Yes, if they don't have the milk and apples, they won't be able to think properly, and then Jones might come back.
He always gives me sugar.
Oh, you don't want that.
And he lets me wear pretty ribbons.
No, so we all agreed it was best if all the milk and apples were saved for the pigs.
And do you think that's right, Clover?
Bread.
Well, everyone agreed, so it must be.
Was Cameron appointed there?
Yes.
And did he agree?
Yes, he asked Wheeler to speak in the first place.
Well, if Cameron appointed says it, then it must be right.
Honestly, Boxer, you are stupid. Why do you have to agree with everything he says?
Well, he's the cleverest animal on the farm, isn't he?
Who said so? Benjamin's clever, Moses was clever, and so was Mrs. Jones. She used to let me have ribbons all the time.
Oh, Molly, stop calling on about your ribbons. You look silly in them anyway.
I did not! I'm not silly. And at least I'm better at reading and writing than you are, Boxer. And you too, Clover.
Boxer doesn't have much time to learn to read and write.
How much of your ABC can you say, Boxer? I bet you can't get as far as I can. I can get all the way up to M, which starts my name.
I could say a bit.
Go on, then. Let's hear it.
A, B, C,
There you are, see?
Give him a chance. Let him have a think.
A, B, C, C, E.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G! Sit.
Since some of you had difficulty in learning to read and write, we have decided to reduce the commandments of animalism to a single, easily remembered maxim. 4 legs good, 2 legs bad.
4 legs good, 2 legs bad.
2 legs good, 2 legs bad. 2 legs good, 2 legs bad. 2 legs good, 2 legs bad. 2 legs good, 2 legs bad. 2 legs good, 2 legs bad. 2 legs good, 2 legs bad. 2 legs good, 2 legs bad. 2 legs good, 2 legs bad. 2 legs good, 2 legs bad. 2 legs good, 2 legs bad. 2 legs good, 2 legs bad. 2 legs good, 2 legs bad. 2 legs good, 2 legs bad. 2 legs good, 2 legs bad. 2 legs good, 2 legs bad. 2 legs good, 2 legs bad. 2 legs good, 2 legs bad. 2 legs good, 2 legs bad. 2 legs good, 2 legs bad. 2 legs good, 2 legs bad. 2 legs good, 2 legs bad. 2 legs good, 2 legs bad. 2 legs good, 2 legs bad. 2 legs good, 2 legs bad. 2 legs good, 2
she remember it?
4 legs good, 2 legs bad.
Early in October, news arrived. The Jones and all his men were coming up the track that led to the farm. Snowball,
We studied an old book of Julius Caesar's campaigns.
gave his orders quickly.
4 legs good, 2 legs bad.
4 legs good, 2 legs bad. 4 legs good, 2 legs bad. 4 legs good, 2 legs bad. 4 legs good, 2 legs bad. 2 legs bad. 4 legs good, 2 legs bad. 4 legs good, 2 legs bad.
Comrades! The enemy has been repelled. We have won a great victory. But let us not forget, comrades, on this joyful occasion, that all animals must be ready to die for Animal Farm, if need be.
It has been decided, comrades, to create a military decoration, Animal Hero First Class, which we confer on Snowball and for their valiant efforts in the Battle of the Cowshed.
Molly, I have something very serious to say to you. This morning, I saw you looking over the hedge at the edge of the long meadow. There was a man standing at the other side of the hedge. Now, I was a long ways away, but I'm almost certain I saw this. He was talking to you, and you were allowing him to stroke your nose? What does that mean, Molly?
He didn't. I wasn't. It isn't true.
Molly, look me in the face. You give me your word of honor that that man was not stroking your nose?
It isn't true.
Days later, Molly disappeared. Nothing was heard of her until one day A pigeon reported.
I saw her! Between the shafts of the smart trap painted red and black outside of a pub. A fat, red-faced man was stroking her nose and feeding her with sugar. She wore a scarlet ribbon round her forelock. She looked as if she was enjoying herself!
None of the animals ever mentioned Molly again.
That's all very well, Comrade Snowball, but I still maintain that sowing a bigger acreage of oats will serve us better through the winter, and that the soil on the hillside is more suitable for root vegetables.
Another meeting, another argument between Napoleon and Snowball.
But Comrade Napoleon, you still haven't heard the most important part of my plan yet.
Oh yes, what's that?
The building of a windmill.
A what?
A machine operated by wind to generate electricity and make life easier for all of us. The small hill in the long pasture is the highest point on the farm, right? After surveying the ground, I've decided it would be the best place to build a windmill, which could be made to operate a dynamo and supply the farm with electrical power. This could be used to light our stalls and keep them warm in the winter. It could also run a circular saw, a chaff cutter, a mango slicer, and an electrical milking machine. This farm is old-fashioned. We have only primitive machinery. The power of a windmill would make our work so much easier and leave us free to pursue more noble tasks.
Well, comrades, how do we feel about Snowball's plan?
I'm not saying it will be easy. We shall have to quarry stone, build walls, make the sails, and find dynamos and cables. But I calculate the whole thing could be finished within a year. And after that, so much labor will be saved. We will only need to work 3 days a week. Think of that, comrade.
And I say that the year would be better spent increasing our food production. That is our greatest need at the moment. If we waste time building a windmill, we will all starve to death.
Vote for Snowball, the 3-day week!
Vote for Napoleon and the full manger.
Comrades! Comrades, let us not argue. Let us vote on the matter and abide by the decision of the majority. Now, I think that this windmill idea is a piece of nonsense.
It is.
And I advise that you all vote against it.
Let us rid ourselves of the chains of sordid labor. Electricity can do that for us. Just picture our lives when the wonders of science have freed us from our daily toil. The windmill will operate threshing machines, plows, harrows, rollers, reapers, and binders, besides supplying every stone with light, hot and cold water, and a heater. Let us move forward, comrades, to an age of true freedom. Let us forge the future of Animal Farm in the white heat of technology.
You'll be drenched to the bone. If your time to you is worth saving, then you better start swimming or you'll sink like a stone.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the cover. Punks are running wild in the street. There's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not really too alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to fight your Congress methods. I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the drawing in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. I'm like that.
From now on, comrades, the weekly meetings will come to an end. They are unnecessary and a waste of time. In future, all questions relating to the working of the farm will be settled by a special committee of pigs presided over by myself. The meetings will be held in private. You will all assemble once a week to be given your orders. But there will be no more debates!
Comrades, I trust that every animal here appreciates the sacrifice that Comrade Napoleon has made in taking this extra labor upon himself. Do not imagine, comrades, that leadership is a pleasure. On the contrary, it is a deep and heavy responsibility. No one believes more firmly than Comrade Napoleon that all animals are equal. He would be only too happy to let you make your decisions for yourselves. But sometimes you might make the wrong decision, comrades. And then where should we be? Suppose you had decided to follow Snowball with his moonshine of windmills. Snowball, who, as we now know, was no better than a criminal.
He fought bravely at the battle of the cowshed. Bravery is not enough!
Loyalty and obedience are more important. And as to the battle of the cowshed, I believe the time will come when we shall find that Snowball's part in it was much exaggerated.
Discipline!
Comrades, iron! Discipline! That is the watchword for today. One false step, and our enemies would be upon us. Surely, comrades, you do not want Jones back. Very well then. Let Comrade Napoleon's dedication be a shining example to us all. Was it not he, after all, who said, all the habits of man are evil, and above all, no animal must ever tyrannize over his own kind?
If the holding of the meetings means Jones will come back, then there must be no more meetings. Napoleon says it, so it must be right.
Oh, he does, comrades. He does. thing, comrades. Napoleon has decided to go ahead with the plans to build the windmill.
What?
Now, this will need a very special effort from all of you, as we will have to carry on running the farm while the windmill is being constructed. It might even be necessary to reduce your rations. I can understand your surprise, comrades, but you see, Napoleon has never really been opposed to the building of a windmill. In fact, the idea was his own creation in the first place, and Snowball stole it, only to make himself look clever in your eyes.
Why then did Napoleon speak so strongly against it at the meeting?
Ah, that was Comrade Napoleon's cunning. He appeared to oppose the windmill, only to get rid of Snowball, who was a dangerous character and a bad influence. Now that Snowball is out of the way, we can get on with the job. That, comrades, is what is known as tactics. Tactics, comrades, tactics!
Napoleon is always right.
Will work a 60-hour week, and in future there will be work on Sunday afternoon as well. This work will be strictly voluntary, of course, but any animal not reporting for work will have his rations cut in half.
What?
In addition, comrades, Animal Farm will begin to engage in trade with a neighboring farm. Not, of course, for any commercial purpose, but simply to obtain essential materials such as paraffin oil, nails, string, and iron for the horse's shoes. Therefore, I am making arrangements to sell a stack of hay, part of the current year's wheat crop, and if necessary, a percentage of the egg yield to a neighboring farm. You should welcome this contribution towards the building of the windmill. And have no fear. There will be no need for any of you to come into contact with human beings, which would be most undesirable. I shall take that burden upon myself and make all the arrangements.
Here,
Benjamin, the donkey.
here. Didn't we pass a resolution some time back about not having nothing to do with human beings and not engaging in trade?
I can't remember that.
And about money. We're not supposed to handle money.
I don't know about that, Benjamin. Stop being so miserable. Are you happier now that Mr. Jones has gone?
I don't see anything to laugh at. Donkeys live a long time. None of you have ever seen a dead donkey. God gave me a tail to keep the flies off, but I'd sooner have no tail and no flies.
I think Benjamin may be right. I seem to remember when old Major first spoke to us on that historic night, he mentioned something about money.
Look, Clover, I don't remember anything like that. I've told you before, don't listen to Benjamin. He's a nice enough fellow and does his work all right. He's always grumbling and going around the place looking gloomy.
I know, but he's often right about things. He's older than the rest of us, he can remember everything, and he can read much better than you or I can.
What's that got to do with it?
Well, nothing really.
I work as hard as I possibly can. I get an hour earlier in the morning, and I have to work until the evening. We gotta get this windmill finished, and I haven't got time to look at the books to learn how to read and write. It's what you're best at that counts.
Yes, of course, Boxer. Nobody works harder than you, and we all respect you for it. I didn't mean to upset you. I believe in the revolution and everything Napoleon says as much as you do. It's just that sometimes things don't seem to happen the way that Major said they would.
We mustn't think too hard about it, Clover. We must trust Napoleon. He knows best.
I'm sure you're right.
Comrade Boxer?
Clover and I were just discussing Comrade Napoleon's speech on trade.
And what conclusions did you come to?
Oh, that he's right, of course. It's just that old Benjamin. You know how he is. Seemed to think that we passed some sort of resolution about not trading with humans or talking to them. And Clover?
Yes?
I thought he may be right.
Are you certain that this is not something you have dreamed, comrades? You only imagine that we passed these resolutions because of the lies spread about by that traitor, Snowball. Have you any record of them? Are they written down anywhere? No. Of course they aren't. So, let us all carry on with our work and leave Comrade Napoleon to worry about these other things.
There you already see. Comrade Napoleon's always right. If he thinks it's best that we should sell things, then that is what we should do.
Yes, I know, but I'm sure it's not a good idea to have anything to do with human beings. Major did warn us about that, and what he said then should guide us in what we do now.
He isn't here anymore. And if he was, he'd agree with Napoleon.
That's something we'll never know.
No, of course not.
But Benjamin does have a good memory.
Don't start on about him again. Have you ever seen a dead donkey? Indeed. Sooner have no tails and no flies. All the time. I don't know what he's going on about. If you ask me, all that thinking has been a bit soft in the head.
Well, I'm not asking you. I'm just saying I think he may be right.
Maybe I'm not sure. Yours is as bad as he is. Talking in riddles. Come on, back to work. That'll solve everything.
Oh, Boxer!
I've seen them.
What?
I said I've seen them.
Who?
Napoleon, Squealer, and all the other pigs. They moved into the farmhouse.
They're living there. I don't believe you.
But it's true, I tell you. I looked through the kitchen window, and there I saw Squealer sitting in his chair with his legs up on a table, reading a newspaper.
I simply don't believe you.
I saw it, and all the other pigs were sitting on the table, munching apples and drinking milk.
Are you sure?
Of But that's not all. Pigeon
Wait, I didn't want to get involved. I told you I didn't want to get involved. I didn't.
flew past the upstairs window of the farmhouse yesterday, and you'll never guess what he saw. Go on, tell him what you saw.
Well, in the big room where Mr. and Mrs. Jones used to sleep in the big bed, Napoleon was stretched out on the bed, fast asleep, and snoring very loudly.
There, you see?
How could he see all of this if he flew past the farmhouse?
I didn't just fly past, comrade. I perched on the windowsill, and I had a good look.
And saw Napoleon asleep in the bed and heard him snoring?
Yes, comrade. The window was open.
When was this?
2 hours ago, comrade.
Napoleon needs to rest. He works very hard for all of us and was probably working late last night and simply got tired.
But he was sleeping in a bed.
Well, so what?
The fourth commandment.
What?
Yes! Of course, Boxer! Benjamin's right! The fourth commandment says, no animal shall sleep in a bed. So if Comrade Napoleon's sleeping in one, it's only right that we should tell the others.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Stop being so stubborn, Boxer.
Will you leave me out of it? I don't want to cause any trouble. I just want to get on with my work. You talk to him, Clover, if you'd like. Nobody ever listens to me. Bring it up at the next meeting.
I'm not very good at talking in front of all the others. Benjamin, it would be best if you did it.
No, they'll listen to you. If you start it off, I'll support you.
You be careful, Clover. Just don't get mixed up in something which don't upset me.
Benjamin, read the fourth commandment.
It says, no animal shall sleep in a bed. With cheese!
So, comrades, you have heard that we pigs are now sleeping in the beds of the farmhouse. And why not? You did not suppose, surely, that there was ever a ruling against beds? A bed merely means a place to sleep in. A pile of straw in a stall is a bed, properly regarded. The rule was against sheets, which are a human invention. We have removed the sheets from the farmhouse beds and sleep between blankets. And very comfortable they are too. But not more comfortable than we need, comrades. I can tell you, with all the brain work that we have to do nowadays, you would not have us too tired to carry out our duties. Surely, none of you wishes to see Jones back. Well! Very well then. Because he will come back, I assure you. If we are not left to get on with our work in peace and quiet. Oh. One other thing. From now on, we'll be getting up 1 hour later in the mornings than the rest of you. Okay? There you see! I told you not to meddle!
Summer came. Strong wind, torrential rain. Finally, there came a night when the gale was so violent it rocked the main buildings on their foundations and blew several tiles off the roof of the barn. In the morning, when the animals woke up, a terrible sight met their eyes.
Comrades! Do you know who is responsible for this? Do you know the enemy who has come in the night and overthrown our windmill? Snowball. Snowball has done this thing to set back our plans and avenge himself for his ignominious expulsion. This traitor has crept here under cover of night and destroyed our work of nearly a year. Comrades, here and now, I pronounce the death sentence upon Snowball. Animal hero, second class, to any animal who brings him to justice. No more delays, comrades!
There is work to be done. This very morning we begin rebuilding the window, and we will build all through winter, rain or shine. We will teach this miserable trigger that he cannot undo our work so easily. Remember, comrades, there must be no alteration in our plans. They shall be carried out to the day. Forward, comrades. Long live the windmill. Long live Animal Farm!
He missed the farm at night. I've seen him!
Who?
Snowball, of course. He must have stolen all that corn that went missing 2 days ago.
Yes, and broken all those eggs which were ready for market.
He's taking the key to the store shelf. Do it down the well.
He's storing the apple from the orchard.
Broken windows.
Destroyed fences.
Poison the milk.
Block the drain,
Uprooted the crops.
throttle the chickens, and generally proved himself to be the swine that he always was. Comrades, a most terrible thing has been discovered. Snowball was in league with Jones from the very start. He was Jones's secret agent from the very start. It has all been proved by documents which he left behind him and which we have only just discovered. To my mind, this explains a great deal, comrades. Did we not see for ourselves how he attempted, fortunately without success, to get us defeated and destroyed at the Battle of the Cowshed?
I don't believe that. Snowball fought bravely at the Battle of the Cowshed. I saw him myself. And did we not give him Animal Hero First Class immediately afterwards?
That was our mistake, comrade. For we now know it is all written down in the secret documents which we have found, that in reality he was trying to lure us to our doom.
But he was wounded. We all saw him running with blood.
That was all part of the arrangement. I could show you this in his own writing. If you were able to read it, but you can't. So I won't. He would have succeeded if it had not been for our heroic leader, Comrade Napoleon. Do you not remember how just at the moment when Jones and his men had got inside the yard, Snowball suddenly turned and fled, and many animals followed him? And do you remember too that it was just at that moment when panic was spreading and all seemed lost that Comrade Napoleon sprang forward with a cry of death to humanity and sank his teeth into Jones's leg? Surely you remember that, comrades.
I don't believe that Snowball was a traitor at the beginning. But what he has done since is different. In the Battle of the Cowshed, he's a good comrade.
Our leader, Comrade Napoleon, has stated categorically, comrade, that Snowball was Jones's agent from the very beginning. Yes. And from long before the revolution was ever thought of.
There's a print. If Comrade Napoleon says it, then it must be right.
That is the true spirit, comrade. I warn every animal on this farm to keep their eyes very wide open, as we have reason to think that some of Snowball's agents are still lurking among us at the moment.
And we shall seek out these traitors in our midst, comrades. They will confess their crimes and be punished accordingly. Have you anything to confess?
I have secretly been in contact with Snowball since his expulsion. I collaborated with him to destroy the windmill. And I was planning on helping him hand over Animal Farm to a neighboring farm.
And
Snowball had admitted to me that he had been Jones's secret agent for 4 years.
does any other animal have anything to confess?
Snowball persuaded us to steal corn and hand it over to him.
solution, as I see it, is to work harder.
By a special decree of Comrade Napoleon, Beasts of England has been abolished. It is now forbidden to sing it!
Why?
It is no longer needed, comrade. Beasts of England was the song of the Revolution. But the revolution is now completed. The execution of the traitors was the final act. The enemy, both external and internal, has been defeated. In Beasts of England, we expressed our longing for a better society in days to come. Well, that society has already been established. Clearly, this song has no longer any purpose. In its place, Minimus, the poet, has composed a new song, which begins...
Animal Farm. Animal Farm. Never through me shall thou come to harm.
Well, I don't think much of that. The tune's not the same, somehow.
The sixth commandment. No animal shall kill any other animal. Benjamin, read me the sixth commandment.
No!
Please, it's important this time.
No! I read the fourth one to you last time and that didn't help.
But I'm sure I'm right this time. I can remember seeing Snowball written up there.
Who?
Snowball. Oh, shoot, remember? It comes after no animal shall drink alcohol. I've said that to myself often enough. Oh, please, just read it for me. After what happened, I'm very confused now. Comrade Napoleon's always right, of course. But I thought we were working together.
No animal shall kill any other animal without cause.
Oh. Friend of the fatherless. Fountain of happiness. Lord of the swill bucket. Oh, how my soul is on fire! When I gaze at thy calm and commanding eye, like the sun in the sky, Comrade Napoleon!
I will.
Thou art the giver of all that thy creatures love. Full belly, twice a day, clean straw to roll upon. Every beast, great or small, sleeps at peace in his stall. Thou he had grown as big, even as a pint bottle or a rolling pin. He should have learned to be faithful and true to thee. Yes, his first squeak should be Comrade Napoleon!
Please inform our leader, Comrade Napoleon, that the windmill has been completed.
It is fitting, comrades, that on this historic day we should proclaim that Animal Farm is now a republic.
And announce that our leader, Comrade Napoleon, has been unanimously elected as its first president. A new decoration, the Order of the Green Banner, has been created to mark the occasion, and President Napoleon is its first recipient.
We have won a great victory, comrades, and now are truly our own masters. The building of the windmill, which will be marked by an anniversary each year, serves to remind us that through our own efforts, we can control our destiny. But this wonderful effort should not give rise to complacency. The struggle must go on. We must work even harder. The windmill will not be used to generate electricity, but to grind corn, which should yield a handsome profit. We shall build another windmill, comrades, and when that one is finished, we shall install the dynamos. But the changes which the traitor Snowball, who, as we all know, was Jones's agent before the Revolution, and fought on Jones's side during the Battle of the Cowshed, the changes which he talked about, namely electric light and heat, will not take place, because they are contrary to the spirit of animalism. The truest happiness lies in working hard and living frugally. Each animal shall receive a special gift of a slice of apple in recognition of his efforts. Forward, comrades, forward in the name of the revolution. Long live Animal Farm!
And then, out of the blue, Moses returned.
Comrades, with my absence, I have been away. And where have I been, comrades? Where have I been? Well, I'll tell you where I've been. I have been to Sugar Candy Mountain, and I have seen the glory of that land. I have been high above the clouds and seen the beauty of that place, where we all one day shall rest our weary limbs in everlasting peace.
Tell us about it, Moses. Tell us about it.
Don't listen to our flighty friend. It's just a load of bull. There's no such place. When you're dead, you're dead.
But our lives here are hard, and we're hungry most of the time. We sleep, we work, we sleep, we work. There's no end to it.
As I was saying, comrades, Sugar Candy Mountain is more beautiful than we could ever imagine. For I have seen the everlasting fields of clover, where the sun shines on, and no cloud dare show its face. I have seen the linseed cake growing on the hedges, and I am telling you, I have seen lumps of sugar hanging in bunches from the trees. And we're all gonna go there, comrades. We're gonna be there together. We are gonna live on Sugar Candy Mountain. So put your hands together and sing your hearts out. Let's hear it for Sugar Candy Mountain!
What's the matter, Benjamin?
No animals shall drink alcohol to excess.
For the time being, comrades, it has been found necessary to make readjustments of rations. From tomorrow, all animals other than pigs will receive 2 pounds less corn a day and no carrots on Sunday. This is being done in an effort to rationalize present food supplies. Remember, comrade, that a too rigid equality in rations would be contrary to the principles of animalism. And let us remind ourselves that in comparison with times before the revolution, we have made enormous improvements. Working hours have been reduced by 30%. Our drinking water is of better quality. 45% more young ones survive infancy. The average life of an animal is longer by 25%. Animal literacy rate is up 630%. Incidents of foot and mouth disease, fowl pests, and mange reduced by 85%, and glanders almost completely eradicated. Production of milk is up 35.5%. Of eggs, 43.25%, and of wool, 53.85%.
What, sir? What is it?
Comrade Boxer, I can't tell you how distressed I am to see you like this. I have already informed Comrade Napoleon of your condition, and he has instructed me to communicate to you his deepest personal sympathy and best wishes for speedy recovery. You have always been one of the most loyal workers on the farm. And even at this moment, Comrade Napoleon is making arrangements to send you to be treated at a hospital nearby. The vet there can treat you far better than we can.
In a hospital? But no animal has ever left the farm before.
Yeah, except Snowball.
We'll look after him.
Nonsense, comrades. Nonsense. I can understand your concern, but the plain truth is that we do not have the facilities here to provide Boxer with the treatment that he must have if he is to make a complete recovery. The van will be arriving shortly to take him away.
But if Boxer just rests for a couple days, I know he'll be strong enough.
There is no argument. Our leader, Comrade Napoleon, has stated quite definitely that Boxer is to go to the hospital for the good of his health.
Oh, well. Comrade Napoleon says it, then it must be right. Thank you, comrades. Don't worry about me. I'm glad I was able to see the windmill finish at any rate. To tell you the truth, I've been looking forward for retirement. Only a month to go anyway. I have enough time to study a bit and learn the rest of the alphabet. You're getting on a bit too, Benjamin. Maybe let you retire and keep me company. You'll get an apple on Sundays, just like the pigs.
Fools! Fools! Do you not see what it says written on the side of the van? It says Alfred Simmons Horse Slaughterer. They're sending Boxer away to be killed!
Boxer was never seen again. And 3 days later,
Comrades, in spite of receiving every attention a horse could possibly have, Boxer has died in hospital. I was there during his last hours. And I can honestly say that it was one of the most affecting sights I have ever seen. At the end, almost too weak to speak, he whispered in my ear that his sole sorrow was to have passed on when there was still so much work to do. Forward, comrades! Forward! In the name of the revolution! Comrade Comrade Napoleon is always right. Long live Comrade Napoleon! Oh, those were his last words.
Ideas which every animal would do well to adopt as his own comrades. Let the spirit of Boxer be a shining example to us all in the difficult times that lie ahead. He was a true son of the Revolution. It is all the more shameful, therefore, that his passing should be marked by the spreading of rumors that he was being taken away to the slaughterhouse. Some of you read horse slaughter on the side of the van and jumped to the conclusion that Boxer was being taken away to be killed. It is almost unbelievable how any animal could be so stupid. Surely you know me better than that. The explanation is really very simple. The van previously belonged to the slaughterer, who then sold it to the vet. Comrade Boxer died receiving the best care and attention that money could provide. I personally gave the order that no expense was to be spared! Unfortunately, it has not been possible to bring back our lamented comrade's remains for internment on the farm, but I have ordered a large wreath to be made from laurels and sent down to be placed on Boxer's grave. Let us cherish his memory, comrades, in our daily lives, and pledge ourselves to work harder for the prosperity of Animal Farm as a tribute to him.
And have no fear, comrades, for even I know Comrade Boxer is cropping the grass on Sugar Candy Mountain, just resting his weary limbs on those sunlit pastures.
Really, Moses? Is he up there now?
Why, yes, indeed he is, sister, and we should all rejoice for him. And you all remember now, we're going to join him after we die. I say, after we die, we're going to live on sugar.
Squealer! The latest report on the progress of the farm, comrades, indicates that things are getting better all the time. Annual income has increased by 225% over the past 3 years. Sale of timber has increased money supply to the extent that 15% of our essential materials are now purchased from outside the farm. This means that the average working day has been reduced by 12% per week over the past 6 months. Leisure time has been increased by 33%. Time spent in educating the young has doubled.
Seems to me that our lives are just the same as they've always been. I try hard to remember what it was like in the days before the revolution, and then again what it was like after Jones had been expelled. Were things better than they are now? It is so long ago.
What do you mean, revolution? Who's Jones? What does expelled mean? Why are you always wondering if things are better?
You are too young to know, but it's only right that you should ask, and I'll tell you everything I can remember. The revolution happened a long, long time ago, and before it happened, a man called Jones ruled over us and treated us very badly.
What's a man?
A man is a creature that walks on 2 legs instead of 4. Jones lived in a farmhouse.
Where do the pigs live now?
Yes, and he fed us and looked after us. And
My, you tell it to the youngster, Sister Clover. They were fine days to be sure.
Moses! Old chap. Do you fancy coming into the farmhouse for a glass of stout? There is something I want to talk to you about.
Thank you kindly, Comrade Squealer.
And then there came that historic day when Jones was expelled from the farm and we began to rule our own lives.
Was it exciting?
Oh, yes, very exciting. I can remember the thrill when we realized that we were in charge, that we had achieved perfect unity.
And did things get better?
Of course they did. We were free. We had more.
I can remember everything about my life. And I know that some things aren't much better or much worse. Let's face it, hunger, hardship, and disappointment are our lot.
But we mustn't give up hope. It is, after all, an honor and a privilege to be members of Animal Farm. Still, the only farm in the whole country owned and operated by animals. The golden future which Major promised us and which we used to sing about is still coming. It may not happen in our lifetime, but it will happen. We feed ourselves, we work for ourselves, we serve no man. All animals are equal.
4 legs good, 2 legs better. 4 legs good, 2 legs better.
What are you doing?
We, comrades, work hard all day long, writing files, reports, minutes, and memoranda.
But then you burn them.
They are of the highest importance for the welfare of the farm.
But what are they for? I mean, what? The commandments. Benjamin, are the 7 commandments the same as they used to be? Oh, please, Benjamin, just read them for me once more.
All animals are equal. But some animals are more equal than others.
But what does that mean, Benjamin? We're all equal. How can some animals be more equal than others? All that talk, all the facts, all the papers and all the writings makes everything so complicated, too complicated for me to understand. I believe in the revolution and everything our leader, Comrade Napoleon, says, as much as Boxer did. And nobody worked harder than him for the cause. I still remember the early days when Jones was expelled.
Hello? I said hello. Is anybody there? Dash odd. I could have sworn the invite said 7 p.m. for cocktails. Not a soul to be seen. Just a broken down old cart horse moaning away. I don't see what these damn pigs have to be so proud of. Hello, the name's Pilkington from the farm next door.
Ah, yes, old boy. Shan't keep you a moment.
Good. I thought I'd have a look around the whole place whilst I'm waiting.
If you hang on a tickle, then I'll give you a guided tour myself.
Ah, good. I must say, it's looking absolutely splendid, Nick. I've noticed the windmill on my way in. Jolly fine achievement. And all those animals working away in the fields and working jolly hard too. Amazing. Don't pamper them. That's the answer, yeah? I can see. I'll be able to pick up a few tips from a visit. Yes, well, I must say, I'm glad we're able to get together like this to talk about mutual problems. It's a great source of satisfaction to me that a long period of mistrust and misunderstanding has now come to an end. There was a time
Not that I've shared such sentiments, but when the respected proprietors of Animal Farm were regarded not exactly with hostility, but shall we say a certain measure of misgiving by their neighbors. But now, all such doubts have been dispelled. I hope very much this meeting to mark the start of friendly relations between ourselves. There is no earthly reason why there should be any clash of interests between pigs and human beings. Your struggles and difficulties are exactly the same as ours. I mean to say, isn't the labor problem the same everywhere? Dare say some of your workers get a bit bullshit at times. Yes, well, I see the problem. Just as you have your lower class animals to contend with, we have our lower classes.
Couldn't agree with you more, Pilkington, old boy. It's true, we've had our ups and downs in the past, but hopefully all that is now at an end. The rumors that have been spread about us have been truly shocking. For instance, it has been said that we slaughter animals unnecessarily and want to stir up a revolution on other farms. Nothing could be further from the truth. Our sole desire is to live at peace with our neighbors and to carry on trade to our mutual advantage. We own the farm, and to show our good intentions, we have decided to abolish the custom of addressing each other as comrade. Can't think how it started in the first place anyway. Our lower animals, as you so rightly put it, Pilkington, old chap, work longer hours and receive less food than animals on any other farm. We are justly proud of this achievement. So, gentlemen, I give you a toast.
Exactly. To the prosperity of Animal Farm.
Wrong, old boy. Wrong. It is only fitting that the farm should be known henceforth by its correct and original name. So I give you the toast as before, but in a different form. Lift your glasses, gentlemen, to the prosperity of Manor Farm.
We'll all be gone, or our friends will know.